Hi, and welcome to the R2RB Indie Artist Podcast Series. And today I have with me Steven Anderson, aka Berlos Band. Welcome, Steve. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm very happy to have you. All right, so I always like to ask two questions to get us started. And the first one is, if you could have one superpower, which one would you have and why?
I would like to be able to see inside people
Really?
and then be able to help people how they need helping.
Ah, I like that. All right. And what is your favorite app on your phone?
I don't have a favorite app because I can't stand the telephone.
I think you were the first one to answer it that way. Yeah. I,
I'm the only person in the world now who doesn't use a smartphone for social media.
well, there's certainly nothing wrong with that because we do get so caught up in the phones. My dad is forever saying to me, "Do you have your phone on you? Do you have your phone on you?" Because they don't use smartphones either. He's
No,
like, "You carry
no,
that.
no.
You carry your phone everywhere." I said, "I know, I know." So
Yeah, my phone serves me.
there you go.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh my
Mm.
gosh. When did you know music was going to be a part of you one way or another?
Um, from a very early age, I got my first recollection of music was Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall,
Oh my God, yeah.
uh, and that was it. As soon as I heard that, the music was always a part of it. And my
Yeah.
elder brothers had their Iron Maiden and in the mid 80s. So,
Good music.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, this generation, it's hopefully they all get to listen to that era because that was
Yes.
certainly good music. Were there other members in your family growing up that had a passion for music as well besides your brother?
No, no. No,
Really?
it's just my elder brother and that were really into me. They weren't playing music, they were listening to music.
Listening.
Yeah, yeah.
When did you start then playing the guitar?
25th of September, 1995.
Oh, okay. You remember the specific day.
Well, it was a Monday after my wedding, so yeah, I can.
Well, that's good that you kind of tied the two in together. You won't forget either one.
Yeah, no honeymoon, but have a guitar.
Oh my gosh. Um, so who were you before Berlos Band and before the music stopped for you?
Uh, a traumatized person, really. I'd say suffering with mental health, depression, anxiety, lost is the word
Yeah,
I would use.
right. But you had music first and then you went through the dark times
I went,
and we've talked before and you said that the music literally just stopped for you.
it did. I couldn't touch music, not at all. Not listen to it, play it. No, it was just too emotional. I think.
Was there something that happened or did the music find you again or did you find the music?
Well, I think it was a bit of both because, long story short, a friend of mine, who I met whilst walking a dog, told me his story of his music, and all of a sudden, my music just hit me. It hit me, and that's it. I went home, picked up a guitar, and said, and now we've got a really strong bond together. Both got bands, and there's a lot of creation going on.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And there was
yeah.
19 years
Not
of no
19
music.
years. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah,
And when did you
yeah.
start back up again? What year was that?
It's about a year ago now.
Wow.
Very,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I picked the guitar up and used it for my mental health well-being, and that definitely helped. And then I had someone to share it with, I the gentleman who I walked the dog with, and it's become very, very therapeutic.
Wow. And so you write songs yourself?
I do, yes,
So
yes.
were you writing before or
Never
is that
written a
something
song
you've all
before.
just something you started?
Yep,
Wow.
yeah. I picked up the guitar, put a drum beat on, and then wrote a song.
Wow. Yeah. That is amazing. So are your songs based on then your mental health journey?
Yeah, I've done an album, the Down and Out album. That was 8 tracks. That is my story. my mental health story, that was a very therapeutic to get some of that out. Yeah,
Wow.
in a way that other people could listen to it.
Yeah. Just coming, I have had a conversation before with other indie artists going through COVID and what has come out of that. I mean, you weren't there at the COVID time with your music, but those that went through so much, and then the music for them was very therapeutic as well.
It is, yes,
Right?
yes. I think it is good for therapy of many kinds.
Yeah, because I think whenever, I know for myself, whenever I'm down and out, that's what I go for. Let me get my earphones on, my headphones on, and my
And
music, right?
yeah, and
Yeah.
and a song can change its meaning to you by the mood, can't it? So
Right? Yeah.
and bring those feelings out, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can hear the lyrics one way, and then depending on your mood, the next it's going to be something
it's
totally
got a
different.
slightly different meaning. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you turn to the music because you know what it's going to do for you.
Exactly. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
exactly. Wow. So obviously the music has had a positive effect on you this past year.
Yes, very much
Yeah.
so.
Um, all right. So Berlos Band, is there a story behind how you uh, came up with that name?
Yes, yeah, it's a very boring one. I sit no more than 5 feet from my wife when I'm recording my music in the living room, and her nickname from her brother when she was a child was Burlo.
Oh,
So I said, "Well, you're in the same room, you might as well be a band." So it's Burlo's Band. It's as simple as
I,
that. There's no big story to it. So there is another band member.
is she into the music as well, or?
She's fed up with my music now, and I
Yeah.
don't blame her.
And you do your own recording at home.
I've learned to do everything in the last year, just over a year. Yeah, I've never recorded a song on the computer before or anything. I learned it as I've gone along. Yeah.
Wow. What was that process like for you?
Very taxing,
Is it?
very long, and it's
Yeah.
still going on.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so
Still
much to
learning.
learn. I can only imagine
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
way that music once was recorded till now on all the digital components of it all.
Yes, yes, yeah. But again, in itself, that's therapeutic in itself. Learning a new task and recording and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I like my computer. Been attached to it for a while, but you're right. Whenever something comes up, if I start learning something new, then you kind of lose yourself into it, and everything else goes to the wayside.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right. Well, I like though how the band came about. Kudos to your wife.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, Melodic Harmony Review. Melodic Harmony Review did a review of Berlos Band. Now, you submitted your material to them.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay. And then, so to quote Melodic Harmony Review, they said you have a brooding speaking style vocals, and I agree. Do you agree?
Yes, I do totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because I
Um,
can't sing.
You can, yeah, but no, it all comes together because when I was reading the review, I had heard you and I had listened to your music, but when I heard the brooding and what he had said about the speaking style, it's like, well, yeah, that's it. So I had to go back and I was listening again, but the way that you just put it all together, I mean, you may think you can't sing, but
No.
it all works. It
Yeah.
all works.
It all works with the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Um,
me.
yeah, yeah. And Melodic Harmony Review also had this to say: if you are looking to delve into the world of rock blues, Berlos Band is the way to go. So, do you like to be put into a genre?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, it's just Berlo style. That is it. It is bluesy and it is rocky, and yes,
Yeah.
it is. But I'm not stuck to a genre.
Yeah, I think that's what I like about the indie artists because so many or most of them that I've gotten to speak to now, they say the same thing. They don't like to be like categorized into one genre, and everybody's crossing over, and that's what the whole thing is about indie anyway.
Yes, that's right. That's
Right?
right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've come across genres that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and suddenly, all of a sudden, I'm liking country
Oh,
westerns,
you.
and all the other types and things, and that's what it's about. Yeah,
It is. And I've always liked country, but for me, I never really, not that I didn't like the blues, I just never really listened to it until I moved where I am now here in Delaware. And they have a really big bluesy blue genre, local indie artists here. And that's how I got hooked into all of this was
yeah,
to listen to, they're called lowercase blues. And they're awesome. And that's how I got hooked with the blues. And then, like you do, listening to all the different genres and all the different music that the indie artists put out there. And there's so many of them that if you close yourself off to one genre, you're going to miss somebody. You're going to miss
yeah,
something.
you're missing out an awful lot. Yes,
Yeah,
and I have a rule that I listen to every song to the end
you're
as well,
good.
because you've got to take in what that musician's trying to tell you. Otherwise, you're not learning nothing from that song. And yeah, it's not just about dancing around on a Friday night, is it?
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Or
true.
sometimes it can be.
You can. We can. We'll agree on that one. That is for sure.
Uh,
But that's true because I was just speaking with Luke J the other night, and he has an EP out. And just going back to what you said about telling a story, you're right. If you don't listen to the whole song, if you don't listen to the whole EP, you can miss a whole story.
you can miss it, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I think so many people miss that whole thing altogether.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
I think a lot of people would be surprised at how similar the different genres are with the storytelling. The stories are the same, and
Yeah.
they're just telling in a different way,
Right.
how the person's perspective. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Emotions and things. Yeah.
Oh, there's so much that's behind all the lyrics and the music, and I mean, we can all listen to it and we probably all come away with a different feeling from it, but there's definitely always that background
Yeah.
story of the
There
music.
is always a story there somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
So,
whatever it means to you, that's what it's about, isn't it?
right at that time, and
Yeah.
again, going back
At
to
that time, yeah.
lyrics. Yeah, going back to
Yeah.
lyrics. I mean, it could mean, or you could feel it one way, and then the next minute you listen to the same
You,
song, and it's going to hit you some other way.
some different way. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So Berlos Band, bar. Let me start. Time out.
Berlos Bar.
The Berlos Bar. How did that come about?
I was looking at these groups and that they got their rules and their regulations, and I thought we're all sitting here listening to music on a Friday night. Let's have Berlos Bar, treat it as your own, and let's have fun. And it's simple as that. Yeah,
Right, it is simple,
yeah.
and social media with Facebook lately has had a lot of issues for indie artists.
Oh, it
Or
has.
yeah, have you been having the same effect with the social? Well, call it out as a Facebook with stopping you from posting because you've posted too many times, or you've been liking, commenting, and sharing too often. And I think again, it just hurts everybody.
I think we've all been suffering with it, and it does hurt everybody. But it all boils down to the money side that Facebook wants to make, doesn't it? And fair play, they're a business. They got to make money, but yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
none of
then
the indie communities are like rich and rolling it in, are they? They're not.
yeah. I mean, the indie artists are, some of the most passionate, dedicated, people to their craft that, they get hit at different levels and you're definitely not in it for the money.
No, of course you're not. No, no.
Not as an
It'd be
indie artist,
nice.
right?
It
Yeah.
would
And
be
I'm
nice,
sure
but
everybody
no.
wants to be that way,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
certainly hasn't played out that way between, Spotify and Facebook. And I don't know if everybody's having as many issues on Instagram. But for the indie artist who already struggles to be able to have their music heard and played and people recognize them as they should be recognized, and then to have Facebook just keep shutting people down, indie artists down, must
Yeah.
be really frustrating.
They're all positive, aren't they? In the
Yeah,
indie community, it's positive comments that are getting stopped and things, and yeah.
yeah. So they can come to
But
your bar, which I like.
as long as only free to sleep on the pool table at any one time. That's the only rule I got.
But you are always supporting, you are always posting other indie artists, you are always being, lifting them up and giving them their share due of recognition all the time.
Yes, yes. I play guitar. I've never confessed to be a professional musician or anything like that. I know how hard it is to play that instrument well, and I know what dedication it takes to produce a song, a good song. And some people don't realise how much talent they got. I really don't think they do, and they deserve that recognition and that credit from as many people as they can get it from.
Oh, I agree, because there's so many talented musicians, bands, solos out there that, really work hard, and to be knocked down, that just one negative person could, ruin somebody's whole persona.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
And there is just so, like I said before, there's so much talent there. I listen to bands and I think I might as well put my guitar down because I cannot compete with that level. And it's awesome. It is awesome.
It is awesome,
Yeah.
but don't quit.
No, no, I'm not
Okay.
going to. You're going to have to put up with me for a little while longer.
Oh, good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. We're happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So let me just go back to melodic harmony real quick. Did you like the process? Were you happy with the outcome?
I love the process, and I like people to be honest, and it's very hard to be honest. It not in a negative way, but like the positive way. People try to like lift each other up and this, that, and the other. But sometimes it's nice to have a partial review of
Yeah.
of your work, and
Yeah, I think the
that's,
way they do it is working out really well for the indie artist, because my next question would be to you, what do you think works best for the indie artist to get the most exposure? And Melodic Harmony Reviews being one of those people that are able to do that for you.
oh, definitely. I think the listening public like a review of someone who they follow or whatever, and so the review is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, what other exposures would you tell an indie artist try to get?
I definitely go the YouTube route. I think try and learn how YouTube works as well, and I'm still working on that. And get your music out there, even if you have to stop Joe Blogs in the street and said, "Have you heard of Berlos Band?" Now you have, and I've done that many
Have you?
times. Yeah, I have. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that music out there.
Yeah, you have to be your own self-promoter as well. Otherwise, you're not going to,
No, you've got to. No one's doing it for you unless you're
no.
paying, and
Yeah.
you shouldn't be doing that.
No, but on the other side of it, then it ends up being, now I just know for R2RB, the postings that I do on a weekly basis, it's a lot.
Oh yes, yes, yes. If I went to Spotify and advertised those, I don't know how much the ads are, but it would take. I couldn't get the streams to pay for that ad.
Yeah, it's
It would,
crazy.
and like I say, I don't think we're all rolling in it. So, yes,
Yeah, that's why, with melodic harmony reviews and R2RB and indie artists like yourself, because there are so many that do something a little bit similar to what you do, is that, they do the playlist, or they talk somebody else up, or they take the time to, say, oh, listen to this song. It's, and
yeah,
talk about that indie artist.
yeah. No, no, the community's big. There's a lot of people in it, and there's a lot of people with a lot of family members and things that may catch on to a band or an artist. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You just never know. So
No,
what advice would you give to a new indie artist starting out?
communicate with the community, interact with people. They're nice people. They're all in the same boat, doing the same thing, and they'll be very supportive.
I can honestly say you are absolutely 100%
Mm.
right on that with the communication and the indie artist.
Yeah,
I say it all the time. The indie artist community happens to be one of the biggest communities that support each other all the time.
yes, yes, that's
Right?
very, very true.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah,
they are
because
all we are all in the same boat. So
yeah, and it's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's not an easy place to be as an indie artist, because of all the other things that go on with it. Like we were talking before, it's you aren't heard enough. You're there's so many, different indie artists out there. And I think there needs to be more platforms.
More platforms, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Not everybody is ever going to get heard, are they? That's
No.
just not going to happen in the real world.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think we should be stuck with what we've had for 50 years. I
Yeah.
don't think that's the way to go. People don't get educated by what's out there.
No. No. I agree. Have you collaborated with any other indie artist, or do you have anything set up to collaborate?
Yeah, I've collaborated with several indie artists across the globe. Yeah. So we've got Mr. Harrow,
Nice.
Frank Farrell,
Mm-hmm.
Nick Delicato from New
Oh,
York.
nice.
Yeah, so there's some collaborations going on.
Oh,
I've
very
got
good.
another one going on, but I'm not going to mention that at the moment.
Oh. All right. Well, we'll just have to stay
The
tuned and follow you.
Berlos Band is definitely international.
Yeah. And then, so with the technology today, you are able to go around the world to collaborate and put music together that at one time you would never been able to do that without being in
You
the same
know,
studio.
it's easy to do it, and it does add a massive difference to your song or
Yeah.
songs. And you suddenly think, oh, I never thought my song could sound like that. And yeah, it's
Right?
eye and
Yeah.
ear opening. Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think that also helps give the indie artist a larger audience or opens up more for you?
Yes, yeah, definitely. I think everybody gets something out of that arrangement with
Yeah.
followers, fans, and admirers, or whatever you want to call people. And that, yeah,
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 I was talking to
definitely.
another indie artist too about the same thing, and they said that as well. It just opens up another avenue, another road of people that you
It
perhaps
does.
might not have,
Yeah.
had contact with without the collaboration. So that's cool.
Now the collaborations, I'm 100% behind those. Definitely.
Yeah, that's great, and that we're able to do it nowadays. That is for sure.
Yes.
So what's next for Berlos Band?
Uh, so I'm going to continue supporting the indie community, definitely, and I'm learning, so we will improve on that, I think. But I want to go live this year, so that's my ambition.
Live on Facebook or
No,
live?
I'll go live on Facebook, YouTube, in the local pub. That's
Oh, in
what
the
that's
local
what
pub. Oh, you're going
yeah,
to go
that's
live out into the community.
yeah, I am, yes.
Oh, cool. Have you set anything
Yes.
up yet?
No,
No.
no, no. I'm too busy advertising everybody else.
If this is true, you do that.
that's
Oh my
that
gosh.
that's uh,
What part of the UK are you? Are you
I'm in Canterbury, Kent, so it's right
oh,
down south.
down
Yeah,
south? Cool.
yeah.
Nice. All right. So do you have a lot of little pubs where you are?
Not as many as there used to be, but yeah,
Really?
there's quite a big music scene around here actually. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Open
cool.
mic nights and things as well. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I keep saying I have to get my passport. My passport needs to be updated because it's like I need to just go around the world and check in with everybody and visit.
You could visit, but I've only got one bedroom, so you have to share. That's what I told everybody in the bar.
Yeah, I said that to Charles of history about going to Paris. I was like, yeah, I want to visit there again.
That's one awesome artist.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, he is good. I like him. I like
Respect
him.
to that one.
Absolutely, and respect
Yeah.
to you.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. I'm so glad that we were able to connect. How and where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah, I've
that's
given
right.
up with the Instagram and things.
Yeah, I don't do
Yeah,
too much Instagram, but it's
no,
connected. If I do the postings from the planner, it'll go over
you,
to Instagram. Otherwise,
yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
Facebook girl
Facebook,
myself.
yeah, yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to touch on or share that I haven't mentioned?
I just want to thank people like yourselves, but and the internet radio stations or any radio stations, any reviewers out there, anybody creating playlists. Thank you very much for your support.
You are welcome, and thank you for joining me this evening. It's this is my therapy.
Yeah, good, good.
It is. I always feel good after an interview. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, Steve. And
Thank you,
and
thank you.
everybody, please go find him, like him, comment, and share Berlos Band, and join the Berlos Bar. You'll have some fun, believe me. All right, Steve. Thank you so much. Don't hang up yet. Hold on one second.
Yeah,
Let me just stop the recording.
yeah.